Today, I want to talk about when we are changing our habit because a comment I saw recently was that when we have a habit we have had for a long time, that it can be really difficult to change it because it's such a deep habit we have in so many years. But that is just a story, just like everything else that we are just putting onto ourselves when we are trying to shift, because it doesn't take any much more effort to change a habit you have a long time and a habit you have for a short time. It's the same. It's everything is just a decision because everything happening in this now moment. So it's only when we are thinking in linear term, it's only when we are buying into identify ourselves with the past, then we can see, wow, I have had this habit for so many years. So it must be so difficult to change it. It's because we are buying into this linear way of identify ourselves. But we can choose another version in every moment, and we are another version in every moment. In every moment, ourselves, our consciousness is just moving all the time. And we know we only have this now moment because the past story, that is a story we are taking in and activating in this now moment. We only have this now moment. There's no place we can go. There's no place we can go. We can only be and live in this now moment all the time. And in all the time, we are broadcasting that story we are buying into. So we can buy into that we have this habit our whole life and it is difficult to change it. We are just buying into the old story again and again and again. But in this now moment, we can choose another story. And that is why we are making this identity shift. Because in this now moment, we can choose to be a totally different person. And I will also talk about this exercise I have shared earlier by just imagine you are just jumping down from another planet and you don't know who you are. You have no story, you have no past, and you have no future in that way we are looking at it. So you're just coming in here in this now moment. What do you want to do? What is your heart feeling for if you don't have any story and if you don't have anything to do? And that is what we can do in every moment. We can reset ourselves in every moment, or we can choose to be another version in every moment. So why not step into that version that have always been totally complete and healed and whole? You can choose a version right now where you have never have trouble with any habit. Never. And that is how we can trick the mind because the mind and is only buying into what we are telling it. And we are only broadcasting in every moment, and the world is reflecting in every moment. So it is in every now moment we can literally choose a totally new version of ourselves. So it's only when we are being detached to the old story and we are identify ourselves with the old story, then we are making this idea and that story that it is hard because we think back in our earlier life and we can see we have struggled with it. And then we are buying into it's hard. But it's so important to be aware of this now moment. And it is so important to be aware of your power because you can choose another version in every now moment. And there's nothing more important to do. And you can make this story right now that you have always have totally just lived the life that you want. You don't need to take this habit story into the now moment. So that is what I want to share today. It's nothing to do, and it's the same if we have an illness or if we have buying into the same story of our past and from relationship that we have never had any money. then we are buying into that story of ourselves, that we are just identify ourselves again and again and again with that version that we don't have any money. Or we can identify ourselves with, oh, I have always have this condition or this illness, or I have always have this trouble to get a good relationship, or whatever we are buying into. All these story, we can shift them and change them in this now moment, and we can create something else. We can say, no, now I am that person that have always just doing what I love. Now I am that person that have always just the beautiful relationship. Now I am that person that always have all the money that I needed. And now I am that person that's always healed and whole and complete and so much full and fun and joy and whatever we want. That is the power in every now moment. And when the new story is more powerful than the old story, then it's done. You cannot avoid to see it. And when you're just a little bit, when it's just is a little bit more active than the old story, you can see the simulation, the world is giving you different new synchronicity and things back to you that is just in alignment with your new you. That is the power. We are so powerful. So that was what I want to share today. Hey.